Good morning, all of you. In this session, I'm going to discuss about two-stage air compressor. That is Module 5, the continuation of Module 5. Okay. Here, the two-stage air compressor. Already we have discussed about a single-stage air compressor. Here, in the single-stage air compressor, we'll be having a lot of disadvantages is there. What is the disadvantages of single-stage air compressor is it is unable to operate huge machines, huge device, so that which will be needed a higher end of compressed air which will be required to operate high end of devices. That is a high pressure activating devices. So that's why which will be needed such type of stage of compressor. That is a example what we are taken into account here. That is a two-stage air compressor. That means what I am telling is that is a multi-stage air compressor is also available here. For the example, for explanation purpose, they are mentioned it here. That is a two-stage. Like that, we will be having a multi-stage air compressor also existing. Okay, in between the compressor which will be having a intercooler which will be existing. That is a two-stage air compressor. In a single stage air compressor, the compressed air, what is the pressure which will be executed, it will be unable to operate some big machines, huge machines. So that's why it will be needed of one more compression process will be required. So that's why that is a two-stage air compressor is there. Like that, we'll be having a multi-stage air compressor is also existing. In between the compressor, in between the compressors, okay, that is a intercooler which will be existing. Okay, any number of stages here, that is a two stages there. In the two stage will be existing the two compressor, that is a can call as a low pressure compressor and high pressure compressor. Okay, in between low pressure and high pressure compressor which will be having a one more device, that is that device you can call as a intercooler. Okay, like that it will be having a number of devices which will be existing. That is why another one pressure compressor is there in between this compressor which will be having a one more intercooler which will be existing. Like that it will be a three stage, four stage, like that any number of stages which will be existing. In between the stages which will be needed of intercooler, because of the we have to cool the air to initial temperature, otherwise it will be damage to the machines, it will be damaged to the another compressor. So that's why we have to cool the temperature. We are only the two stage multi-stage. The same explanation is holds good for multi-stage air compressor. Here what happens in the two-stage air compressor, here in the two-stage air compressor which will be initially which will be having a low pressure compressor is there. That low pressure compressor during the suction stroke, here it will be admitted to the compressor. That is, you can the pressure you can call as a P1. Then after that is P1 is a initial pressure. Then after the compression process, the P2 which will be existing. Then compressed high pressure, high temperature air once again passed to the intercooler. Here the constant pressure which will be taken place here. Okay, only the temperature will be reduces here. The same pressure which will be passed to the high pressure cylinder. Okay, then here once again it will be cooled cooled that air, that is a compressed it will be taken place in the high pressure compressor. Then after highly compressed air once again, that is P2 as the initial pressure for this high pressure compressor. Then afterwards that compression process will be taken place. Okay, that P3 amount of pressure which will be releases from the second compressor. Okay, like that it will be having a one more intercooler we have provided, it will be one more compressor is there. Like that it will be having a multi-stage, it will be compressor process to be existing to in order to execute the operate the heavy devices. So that's why this is the working principle behind that is a two-stage air compressor. Okay, this is what the working principle. Then how the existing that is a PV diagram here. The existing of PV diagram, already we know this is a PV diagram of a single stage. In the double stage, otherwise that is you can call it a two stage. Here the low pressure cylinder, it is a 1 to 2. Then that pressure it becomes 2 to 2 dash, that is a pressure. The same pressure is input for the high pressure cylinder, that is a P2 is equal to P2 dash. Then this P2 is inlet to the high pressure cylinder. Then it will be once again the compressor will be taken, compression of air will be taken place. It becomes P3 amount of pressure which will be executed. P3 is also equal to the P4. Like that the process will be executed in the two stage compressor. Then work done by low pressure cylinder. Okay, how to give the expression for this two stage compressor? Okay, without clearance volume, this is the without clearance volume, this expression. Then work done by low pressure cylinder. Okay, we have to take into this is the area we can consider it here, the P1 1 2 2 dash, then this will be the area which will be considered. We have to write down. Already we know this single stage compressor process. Then the same thing which will be executed here also. That is a WL is equal to n divided by n minus 1 P1 V1 P2 divided by P1 to the power of n minus 1 divided by n minus 1. Okay, this is for low pressure cylinder work done. Similar way, work done for by high pressure cylinder, that is what WH is equal to n divided by n minus 1 P2 V2 dash, that is what P2 P3 divided by P2 P3 divided by P2 to the power of n1 n minus 1 divided by n minus 1. Then W total work done, that is a low pressure compressor work done plus high pressure compressor work done. You can club it, it should give the total work required. Okay, that is what W is equal to n divided by n minus 1, that is what P1 V1 into P2 divided by P1 to the power of n minus 1 divided by n minus 1 plus P2 V2 dash into P3 divided by P2 to the power of n minus 1 divided by n minus 1. Then which will be having a for a intercooling. Then P1 V1 intercooling, perfect intercooling. This is the condition for the perfect intercooling. That is P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 dash. It becomes, what happens here is W is equal to n divided by n minus 1. That is P1 V1 P2 V2 dash, both are same. It should be take a common term here. That is what P1 V1, it becomes P2 divided by P1 to the power of n minus 1 divided by n plus P3 divided by P2 to the power of n minus 1 divided by n minus 2. Minus 1 and minus 2, it becomes 2 here. This is the expression for 2 stage. Similar way for 3 stage, what happens here is minus 3 which will be existing. That's all. That is n divided by n minus 1 P1 V1 into P2 divided by P1 to the power of n minus 1 divided by n. That is this first stage. Then second stage P3 divided by P2 to the power of n minus 1 divided by n plus P4 divided by P3 to the power of n minus 1 divided by n. It will be executed here minus 3. Okay, this is a for a 3-stage compressor. Like that, it will be having a 4-stage. Okay, number of stages will be existing. Okay, that is you can call this is the expression for a without clearance volume. This is the expression for 2-stage compression process. Okay, then you can practice it, you can get the easily can know how to derive the expression. Okay, then afterwards, this is another one, a very important derivation in the point of examination. Okay, condition for minimum work done in a 2-stage compressor with a perfect intercooling. What is the condition for minimum work done? With a minimum work we are supplied, we have to get the maximum work output. That is a P4 is equal to P3 amount of pressure we have to execute. With a minimum work we are supplied to the compressor, we have to get the maximum work output, maximum power output will be executed. What is that expression? What is that condition we are taken into account? This is the derivation which will be executed here. Okay, this is very, very important in the point of examination. Then we'll be move on to here in the PV diagram. It is the same PV diagram which will be existing for the, we are taken into account for 2 stage. Then it will be converted into the multi-stage expression also. Then you can observe here how to derive the expression. I will go through one by one now. Okay, this is the figure which will be for a 2-stage air compressor with a perfect intercooling. Okay, P1 is the pressure of the beginning of the compressor. Then V1 is the initial volume. P2 is the intermediate pressure. The P2 is the intermediate pressure. P3 is the delivery pressure. P1 and P3 we have to get, because P3, this is the amount of pressure is required to operate that is huge device. Okay, this is what the initial pressure, that is P2 is the intermediate, this is the variable term. Okay, this is very, very important. We will derive the expression. I have taken this this is the condition also. Okay, you should remember it what I am telling now. P1 is the initial pressure, P3 is the final pressure. These two things are known. Okay, this is the amount of pressure is to operate. P4 amount of pressure is required to operate one device. Okay, that P1 is the initial pressure, P2 is the variable term. Okay, based on the P2 we have to differentiate the terms here to be executed for the derivation of okay, with a minimum work done for maximum work output. Okay, then we will be coming to the The next thing, that is a WO, that is what two-stage compressor. Already we know this for the two-stage compressor. What is the expression from the derivation from the last derivation? That is this is the same derivation which will be executed here also. That is for a two-stage compressor without clearance volume. This is the expression. That is what N divided by N minus 1 P1 V1 into P2 divided by P1 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N plus P3 divided by P2 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N minus 2. This is you can call it the expression number 1. What I have told now, P1 and P3 are constant. We know this pressure. Okay, W. Then intermediate pressure is P2. We have to differentiate with respect to the pressure P2. dW divided by dP2 is equal to 0. Then we have to differentiate with respect to the term P2. Then what happens? You can see now. Then N divided by N minus 1 into P1 V1. Then 1 divided by P1 divided by P1 into N minus 1 divided by N into, we have to differentiate the term here, P2 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N. It becomes N minus 1 divided by N into P2 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N minus 1 plus P3 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N into, we are taken into the numerator. Then what happens here? Minus N minus 1 divided by N into P2 to the power of minus N minus 1 divided by N minus 1. Then it becomes, okay, here the two terms to be existing is equal to 0. Then product rule we have to apply here. Then it becomes, what happens, you can see now in the inside the bracket we are taken into account now. That is a 1 divided by P1 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N into P2 to the power of minus 1 divided by N minus P3 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N into P2 to the power of minus 2N plus 1 divided by N is equal to 0. Then I will take these things into the LHS side and RHS side. What happens? You can see now that the P2 to the power of minus 1 divided by N divided by P1 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N is equal to, you can take on into the RHS side. It becomes P3 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N into P2 to the power of minus 2N plus 1 divided by N. Okay, now we can take LCM here. Then what happens? You can see now. For P2 divided by P1 is there here. Okay, then P3 and P1. Okay, the terms that the P1 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N, P3 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N to the power, that it will be the same. It will be the sent to the same into the LHS side. It becomes, what happens, you can see now into the RHS side. The P3 into P1 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N is equal to P2 to the power of minus 1 divided by N divided by P2 to the power of minus 2N plus 1 divided by N. Then you can take LCM here. Then it becomes, what happens, you can see now, P3 into P1 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N is equal to P2 to the power of 2 into N minus 1 divided by N. Okay, then I will simplify this expression here. N minus 1 divided by N, 2 into N minus 1 divided by N, N minus 1 divided by N, it will be cancelled. The remaining terms here, P3 into P1 is equal to P2 to the power of square 2. Then P2 is equal to root of P1 into P3. This is the condition for a perfect intercooler. For a minimum work supplied, we have to get the maximum power output from the compressor. That is a two-stage, otherwise multi-stage compressor. Then I will rewrite this expression now here. That is where P3 divided by P2 is equal to P2 to the power of P1. Okay, then I will write down here, instead of this value of P3 divided by P2 is also equal to the P2 divided by P1, from the expression here, that is W is equal to N divided by N minus 1 P1 V1 into, instead of P2 I can write down here, instead of P2 I can write down here, what is the value of P2 is there here, the same P2 value you can write down a root of P1 into P3, root of P1 into P3, then to the power of N minus 1 divided by N divided by P1 plus P3 divided by root of P2 is there, root of P1 into P3 to the power of N minus 1 divided by N minus 2. Then I will rewrite this expression here. That is what W is equal to N divided by N minus 1 into P1 V1 into P3 divided by P1 to the power of N minus 1 divided by 2 into N plus P3 divided by P1. Okay, P3 divided by P1 plus P3 divided by P1 to the power of n minus 1 divided by 2n minus 2. This is for two stage. Similar way, I'll rewrite this expression here. That is n divided by n minus 1 P1 V1 into 2 into P3 divided by P1 to the power of n minus 1 divided by 2n minus 1 minus 1. Okay, this is the expression for two stage. Okay, for number of stages, multi-stage, I can write down here. That is n stage. Wi is equal to capital N is there here, number of stage, small n divided by n minus 1 into P1 V1, P to the power of n plus 1 here, that P3 is there here. That is it for two stage, n plus 1, capital N is a two stage plus 1, it becomes P3. For a three stage, it becomes P3, 3 plus 1, it becomes P4 divided by P1 initial pressure. That is what I should write down here for a number of stage. P to the power of capital N plus 1 divided by P1 to the power of n minus 1 into capital N into small n. Here the 2n is there for two stage. It becomes capital N into n minus 1. This is for a n stages, multi-stage for expression for work done. Okay, for a minimum work done, maximum work output will be executed by this relationship. Okay, all of you can practice this expression and relationship. It is very important in the point of exam and commonly asked in the examination, this derivation. So that's why, okay, very simple is there. Only thing, the derivation with respect to what is the expression is there here for two stage compressor. We have to differentiate the term P2. Why we have to P2? Because P1 and P3 are the known pressures. P2 is the variable term. Based on this condition, we have to differentiate this term P2. That condition, it becomes P2 is equal to root of P1 and P3. Instead of P2, you can substitute in this expression here. Then we will rewrite the expression. This is for this single stage executed. Then for a multi-stage, this is the generalized expression for multi-stage compressor. Okay, this is all about the theory aspects of air compressor. That is a module 5. Complete the theory aspects. Then we have to solve a problem on this air compressor. Okay, now we'll be having a problem on this single stage compressor. Okay, first I'll read out the problem here. A single stage single acting air compressor, 30 centimeter bore and 40 centimeter stroke, is running at a speed of 100 rpm. It takes in air at 1 bar and 20 degrees centigrade and compresses it to a pressure of 5 bar. Find the power required to drive it when the compression is, here the three different thermodynamic process. That is what isothermal, PV to the power of 1.2 is equal to C. That is what polytropic, that is adiabatic process. Also find the isothermal efficiency for the cases 2 and 3, neglecting clearance. Without clearance volume, for that we have to write down the PV diagram based on this problem. Okay, this is a simple PV diagram for a single stage without clearance volume, neglecting clearance volume. Okay, then this process will be taken, this compression process will be taken place different thermodynamic process. That is what isothermal, polytropic and adiabatic. For that one, what is the different work done, it will be executed. That is the we have to calculate. Okay, first based on this problem, we have to write down the data here. D is equal to 0.3 meter, L is equal to 0.4 meter, N capital N RPM, the 100 RPM, P1 is equal to 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. That is what 1 bar. That is P1 is equal to 1 bar. Then T1 is equal to 20 degrees centigrade. That is it should be calculated in terms of degree Kelvin plus 270. It becomes 293 degree Kelvin. Then P2 is equal to 5 bar. Then we have to find out the value of shaft volume. Vs is equal to shaft volume pi d square divided by 4 into L. It becomes 0.028 meter cube per cycle. Then clearance volume is neglected. V1 is equal to Vs. The same thing. V1 is equal to Vs, the stroke volume. Okay. The entire piston which will be traveled throughout the piston from top to bottom dead center. It becomes V1 is equal to Vs is become 0.028 into 100 capital N. That is a 100 RPM divided by 60. It become meter cube per cycle is there. Okay, one cycle you can rotation, that is a RPM is a revolution per minute. Multiply by 100 divided by 60, revolution per minute is there. It will be converted into second. It becomes V1 is equal to Vs is equal to 0.047 meter cube per second. Then what happens here is P1 V1 is equal to M into R into T1. It becomes, we have to calculate the mass. Okay, that is a P1 is pressure is there here. Okay, that is a 100 that is a 1 bar pressure. It should be converted into 1 into 10 to the power of 3, you should make it kilonewton per meter square. Volume is 0.028 meter cube per second. It is equal to m. We have to calculate here. That is a real gas constant 0.287 kilojoules per kg degree Kelvin. Then you should make it into T1 is initial temperature 293. It becomes m is equal to 0.055 kg per second. Okay, this is value of m. This is value of P1 and Vs. Then we have to find out the work done for the different thermodynamic process. Okay, that is what W is equal to P1 V1 ln of P2 divided by P1 for isothermal process. PV is equal to MRT, M into R into T1 ln of P2 divided by P1. It becomes, you can calculate, already we know this value of M 0.055. We know the value of a real gas constant 0.287. T1 is there mentioned it at 293 ln of 5 divided by 1. It becomes 7.44 kilowatt. Okay, this is the work done. Then polytropic compression, that is a PV to the power of n is equal to C. N value is 1.2 here. That is a value expression is there, and W is equal to n divided by n minus 1, P1 V1, P2 divided by P1 to the power of n minus 1 divided by n minus 1 is there. Based on this relationship also we have to find out. Then that value is become 8.69 into the power of 5 kilowatt. Okay, this is also you can calculating 8.69 kilowatt. Okay, from the polytropic expression. Similar way for adiabatic, it is PV to the power of n, gamma is equal to the gamma, you can take 1.4. Then you can use the same expression, you can get the calculation of adiabatic process. Okay, this is a very simple problem on this single stage compressor. Okay, now this is also same similar problem. Okay, then the continuation of this last problem, that is you can find out the T2 temperature also in the adiabatic compression. PV to the power of 1 point gamma is equal to C. It becomes W is equal to 9.45 kilowatt. Then isothermal efficiency is equal to adiabatic isothermal efficiency into isothermal work. Okay, 7.44 divided by 9.44, it is become 0.8%. Okay, that is a thing. Okay, now this is also similar problem. Okay, I will solve that. I will read out the different problem also. Okay, then this is for two stage. Before going to the two stage, we have to solve a simple problem also. Okay, already we know this, we have solved this problem also. Okay, then single stage air compressor with the clearance volume problem. Okay, just I can look after this problem also. Okay, now I will discuss this problem. Okay, many problems is there. You can refer my notes. Everything is available in my notes. Okay, okay. We can solve single stage compressor with and both the problem I can solve it now. Okay, I'll read out this problem here once again. An air compressor cylinder has a 15 centimeter bore and 15 centimeter stroke, and clearance is 5% of stroke. The machine operates between 1 bar and 5 bar. The polytropic index is 1.3 for both compression and expansion. The compressor runs at 720 RPM with a mechanical efficiency of 85%. Find the following: the cylinder volume at each corner of idealized indicator diagram in centimeter cube. The power required to drive the compressor. Okay, now with clearance volume is there, so that's why with clearance volume we have to write down this the PV diagram 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 1. Okay, this is what the VC is there. VC is also equal to the V3. Then this is what VS, V1 to V3, V1 minus V3, it becomes VS. VAS is V1 minus V4, it becomes VAS, actual swept volume. Then from the data we have to write down this data. D is equal to 15 centimeter, L is equal to 15 centimeter, VC is equal to 5% of VS. They are mentioned it. Clearance volume is 5% of stroke volume. P1 is equal to 1 bar, P2 is equal to 5 bar, N is equal to 1.3, capital N, RPM 720 RPM, mechanical efficiency is equal to 85%. Then we have to find out the VS. Pi by 4 d square into L. We have to find out the value of VS, that is at 2650 centimeter cube. V1 is equal to VS plus VC, that is the initial volume here. That is a Vs and Vc. Here Vs we have find out here. Vc is equal to 5% of Vs. It becomes V1 is equal to 2782.5 centimeter cube. Then P1 polytropic process. Okay, P1 V1 to the power of n is equal to P2 V2 to the power of n. And the process compression process, that is a 1 to 2. Then it becomes V2 is equal to V2 to the power of n is equal to P1 divided by P2 into V1 to the power of n. It becomes P1 divided by P2 to the power of 1 divided by n into V1. That the value of V2 it becomes 805.8 centimeter cube. V3 also equal to the Vc. Already I have told V3 is equal to 0.05 into Vs. It becomes 132.5 centimeter cube. Similar way for the process 3 to 4, P3 V3 to the power of n is equal to P4 V4 to the power of n. You have to calculate the value of V4. V4 is become 457.5 centimeter cube. Then volumetric efficiency. We know that derivation of volumetric efficiency is equal to 1 minus C into P2 divided by P1 to the power of 1 divided by n minus 1. This is what the compression ratio. That is what C is equal to Vc divided by Vs. It becomes 0.049. Then you can substitute in this expression. Then you should find out the volumetric efficiency is equal to 87%. Then we have to calculate the power. Power is equal to n divided by n minus 1 P1 into P1 minus into P2 to P1 to the power of n minus 1 divided by n minus 1. Then V1 we are calculating the pi by 4 d square into L into what is the value of n into volumetric efficiency. Then you can calculate the V1 is 0.0269 meter cube per second. Then we have to calculate the power is 5.18 kilowatt. Okay, this is the another one problem. Okay, here also the same problem which will be executed here for the clearance with the clearance volume. We have to find out the value of L and D. Okay, now we can solve this problem also. Okay, single acting single stage air compressor is required to compress 2.8 kg of air per minute at 1.013 bar and temperature 27 degrees centigrade to a pressure of 7.1 bar. The clearance volume is 5% of stroke volume, and the law of compression and expansion is PV to the power of 1.25 is equal to C. If stroke is 1.25 times the bore and the compressor runs at 150 rpm, determine the size of the cylinder. Take capital R is equal to 0.287 kilojoules per kg degree Kelvin. Okay, based on the problem we have to write down this data, and also the clearance volume is there. We have to write down the PV diagram of with clearance volume. Then m is equal to 2.8 kg per minute is there. It should be converted in kg per second divided by 60. You can get the 0.046. That is a mass in terms of kg per second. P1 is equal to 1.013 bar. T1 is equal to 300 degree Kelvin. P2 is equal to 7.1 bar. Vc is equal to 0.05. 5% is the stroke volume. 0.05 into Vs. A small index, and that is a 1.25. L is equal to 1.25 into D. This is the ratio they are mentioned in. Capital and RPM is 150 RPM. Okay, then it becomes second. 150 divided by 60, it becomes revolution per second, and that is a 2.5 revolution per second. We have to calculate L and D. Okay, that is the value of R is equal to 0.287 kilojoules per kg degree. They are mentioned it in the problem. Then we should know this expression. The volumetric efficiency is equal to 1 minus C into P2 divided by P1 to the power of 1 divided by n minus 1. C value is equal to Vc divided by Vs. It becomes 0.05. Substitute here, you can get the volumetric efficiency is equal to 81.2%. Then V1 is equal to Vs, that is stroke volume into N into volumetric efficiency. It becomes V1. V1 is equal to Vs. You can calculate pi by 4 d square into L, stroke volume. N divided by 60 into volumetric efficiency. The value of V1 is becomes from this relationship D is also unknown. And V1 is also unknown. V1 you can calculate by P1. V1 is equal to M into R into T1. You have to calculate the V1 here. V1 is equal to 0.0396 meter cube per second. Then substitute it here. You can find the value of D here. D is equal to 0.27 meter. Then L is equal to 1.25 into D. It becomes L is equal to 0.3375 meter. Okay, this is what you have to find out the value of L and D. Okay, this is also simple problem on single stage. Okay, now I will stop it here. Then the next class I will solve problems on two-stage compressor. Okay, thank you.